Welcome, it's July 23. I am back in the training center. I have no guests with me today. Sad, my son Noah flew home yesterday. He arrived happily and safely, so that makes me very happy. It's always nice to have him come for a visit. So, let's do the plank pose, shall we? 3 minutes on elbows and toes if you can, with a minute of doing the dips. And then we're going to do something again somewhat different for our high plank, which will be shortly after the low plank. So get ready. And clock's at a convenient place. Get going. Up on your toes or your knees. Hopefully this first minute is now very easy for you. We're over halfway there. Remember, if you're feeling strain in your lower back, lift your hips a little bit higher. Make sure your hips don't drop below the line from your shoulders to whatever's in contact with the ground. So your back is flat. Don't let it sag down. It's either flat or up. That's the first minute. And now, as we start our last minute, that was minute number 2, do those hip dips where your hip comes down to one side, back up. Down to the other side, back up. You'll sag slightly through your shoulders on the one side in order to get your hips down. That's okay, but do it with strength. Don't just let it fall down. You're still pressing into the ground so you can press back up, no problem. Half minute left of this. And that was 3 minutes. So if you're following this far, you'll be pleased to know that 3 minutes plank is actually very long. Most people are not there. So if you're not there yet, that's okay. Work at it. I think 3 minutes is achievable for anybody. The 5 minutes may be a little bit much, but that's why we take this bit of a break. We don't try to run all the way through to 5 minutes. So I'm going to demonstrate first what we're going to do in the second half. So we're going to just do a standard high plank for a minute. And when we're done that, we're going to do what's called dolphins. Dolphins are to exercise your shoulders, but they also do your core. And you can do that with your toes a little bit closer to your hips. So your butt's a little higher in the air, and then you dip down till your nose touches the ground and back up again. You can also do that with your hips a little lower. So back in low plank position till your chin touches and back up. With your hips higher, you get more shoulder exercise. With your hips lower, you get more core exercise. So you decide what's going to work for you. The first minute is going to be a high plank. The second minute is going to be either high or low dolphins. Get ready, get set, and go. High plank. And now get ready for your dolphins. Drop your knees to the ground, bring your elbows back down, and then either just come up now and your hips will be in the right place for high dolphins, or stretch yourself out for low dolphins. And go. So you do the full motion, you push your hips back as far as they can go, and you stretch yourself as far forward as you can go. Almost done. And stop. And my apologies. I maybe got a little bit over with that last minute because I didn't totally remember when we started the dolphins. I may have added a couple of extra seconds, but that's okay. It's all good in the end. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in yoga shortly.